Wow, now, I really like that. Hey, I'm Chuck Hanson. Welcome to another episode of Chuck's Garage. You know, every summer I get to attend a ton of car events. A lot of them are just a tremendous amount of fun, but this is a killer event right here. This weekend, I'm at the Holley LS Fest in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Now, you might be wondering just what in the world is the LS Fest? Well, let me tell you, it's a whole 3-day weekend filled with power, panache, and people just having fun with their LS powered cars. Hey man, I gotta tell you, there's nothing like the smell of combusted race fuel in the morning. Now, as I told you earlier, there's a lot of stuff going on here at the LS Fest, and one of the things that's really got my attention is the Grand Champion competition. Now, it's a competition that's open to anybody at the LS Fest here, and the way you accumulate points is on the drag strip, the autocross course, and the speed stop challenge. Now, if you think that you're even short a little bit of the points at the end of the day, hey, you can even pick up bonus points by entering your car in the Countryside Cruise and the Show and Shine. Give you a little bit extra edge over the competition. Now, what do you say that we go ahead and talk to a couple of guys that are going to be taking part in this challenge? Hey, now I told you that we were going to talk to some of the folks that are involved in the Grand Champion competition here, and I managed to latch on to Randy Johnson here, who's got this beautiful 70 orange Camaro. Randy, where are you from, buddy?
I'm from Kewausee, Wisconsin.
All right, good deal. Now, I was out there watching you on the track. I think you've got things pretty well figured out there.
We've been doing this for a while. I've been doing a lot of these events probably since '09 till present, doing different track day events and autocrosses.
You bet. Now, this is a purpose-built car, or do you drive this on the street too?
It's a street car. It's got air conditioning, power steering, delayed wipers, but I mean, it's a well-performed car that is great on the track also.
Absolutely. Now, you know, of course, all of the cars here have to have LS engines under the hood. And you want to tell me a little bit about what you got going on here, Randy?
Sure. It's an LQ4 6-liter that we've had Wagner Automotive up Marquezan, Wisconsin. They took it and they punched it out to a 403 L92 CNC ported heads on it, and we put a Magnuson 2300 blower on top of it.
All right.
And it pumps it up to 696 foot-pounds of torque at 3,500 at the tires and almost 700 horse at 6,800 at the tires.
That'll pin your ears back, I guarantee. Now, the blower, how much boost are you running on this thing?
About 12 to 14 pounds, and we spray a little water meth just to safety, you know, on it.
Absolutely. Now, of course, all that power, you got to get it down to the pavement to make this car do stuff. What do you got to help you do that?
Well, I mean, we got awesome Nitto tires on the car first of all.
Sure.
And we have Forge Line wheels that help lighten the car up that way.
Yep.
Heights, hot rods, muscle car suspension, front and back. It's got their bolt-in independent rear. And we're using RideTech triple adjustable coilovers on all 4 corners.
Yeah.
And then we got Willwood 6-piston 14-inch brakes on the front, and we got 4-piston 10-1/4-inch piston brakes on the rear.
So you got all the good stuff. All you need to do is have a good man behind the wheel.
Yes, and sometimes that's a challenge.
Well, listen, I'm going to watch you out here on the track, and if you need a little coaching, I'm going to come up and slap you on the back of the head later on.
You wouldn't be the first.
Hey, Randy, thanks for talking with me today.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, my friend.
Have a great day.
Hey, well, I've been wandering around the pits here. I came across Jeff Schwarz. Now, Jeff owns Schwarz Performance. They manufacture chassis and all kinds of handling hardware. Now, Jeff, I've been watching you scrub the sidewalls off your tires for a couple of years now. This ain't your first time around the track, is it?
No, not really.
Great. Now, I've been watching you with this old Pontiac, and I got to tell you, this old Tempest here is one of my favorite cars out there. Tell me a little bit about this. Of course, I know you've got an LS motor in there. What kind of LS you got in?
It's a LS9 from the ZR1 vet, but it doesn't have the supercharger. So we bumped the compression up. It's got the longer snout crankshaft and the dry sump system from the LS9.
Yep.
And 6.2 liters. It's about 500 horsepower. We had a more powerful engine in it earlier, but it didn't have the torque pulling out of corners for autocross use.
Always important to have that torque to pull you off them corners, absolutely. Now, obviously, you got some handling hardware on here. You want to give us a quick rundown on that?
Well, it's got our Schwarz G-Machine chassis.
Okay.
We make chassis for 23 different models of cars now.
Yeah.
And basically it does 1.08 Gs on the skid pad, and it bolts into the car without cutting anything.
1.08. Man, that'll make your brains leak out of your ears just about, won't it?
Yeah.
You wear earplugs?
Yeah, I do actually.
Great. Well, you got you know, big rubber on here, big sticky rubber.
Yeah, they're BFG KDWs,
okay.
And we're limited to 200 tread wear rating.
Yep.
So these are actually 300 tread wear rating.
Okay.
But, 275s in the front, 335s in the rear.
Uh-huh. Well, that tread wear deal is kind of a big equalizer, isn't it?
Yeah, it does. I mean, it makes it, you know, you don't have to buy tires every weekend kind of thing.
Yep.
It helps that. And then we've got Ride Tech coilovers on here as well.
Good deal. Good deal. Well, it's a cool looking car. I'm going to be watching you all weekend. Right. Jeff, thanks for talking with me.
You're welcome.
All right. Good luck. Well, you know, one of the coolest things about walking around in the car show is that you never really know what you're liable to come across. Now, this is a 78 Fairmont LTD, but check this out. Follow me over here. I gotta show you this. This is unbelievable. We open the hood, got a Corvette LS1 in it. Now, that just shows you how versatile these things are, and it looks like it came there from the factory. Now, not only is this Fairmont got one, but hey, follow me over here. Here we have a little GMC Sonoma. Look what it's got under the hood. Another LS style motor. This one looks like it might be an LQ9 out of a truck, but hey man, that's what this hobby is all about. Having fun with our cars. Man. Hey, I'm still wandering around out here in the pits and stopped by the Detroit Speed display right here, and I came across Eric Cedarberg. Now, Eric, where are you from?
Miami, Florida.
Miami, Florida. So you're a pretty good ways from home here.
Yes, sir.
This is your ZL1 Camaro, brand new ZL1 Camaro.
Yep.
Now I got to ask you, what would possess a guy to take a brand new high-dollar Camaro and just beat on it?
Good question. I get that quite a bit. A little bit of craziness, I guess, but it's good things can be made better, and the need for speed is really the main reason.
Good deal. Well, I was watching you on the autocross, and I watched you take it down the drag strip a couple of times. For a plain white wrapper, this thing gets with the program pretty good.
It does. I upgraded quite a bit to the engine for it so far.
Okay, tell me what you've done. LS?
LSA.
LA? Okay.
And we made good better. So in short, it's got a colder intake, portal throttle body.
Okay.
Portal snout for the supercharger.
Yep.
Long tube headers from Cooks.
Okay.
And then we built a custom grind camshafts for it.
Ah.
So we picked up about 200 wheel horsepower over stock.
200 rear wheel horsepower over stock. So this thing will really pin your ears back.
It will, and it's actually stock suspension right now, and it proves that GM actually did a really good job in that suspension, that it can actually take this power, both in the autocross track, road course, drag racing.
Yeah.
It works really well.
Yeah. Looked like your 60-foot times were a little bit slow. I guess you got to kind of, with that much power, you got to ease it off the line.
Yeah, 1.9 with a 60-foot, stock street tires on it.
Yeah.
It's making 610 foot-pounds of torque off the hit, so it's a little bit of feather in there and a little bit of traction control is my right foot.
Absolutely. Now, is this a dedicated fun car, or do you drive it on the street? Or?
Drive it on the street. I rode 10,000 miles in a month and a half.
Wow, you are running. Did you drive it up here from Florida?
Drive from Florida. I was in Indianapolis 2 weeks ago for Camaro 5 Fest.
Oh, man.
I was in Atlanta for the Chevy High Performance Nationals, and I drove it there too.
My kind of guy, Eric. Tell you what, I appreciate it. I'm going to be watching you this weekend. Have a lot of fun this weekend. We'll be cheering for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thanks for talking with me.
No problem.
Right.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm Chuck Hanson. I'm back again today. We had a little rain overnight, but you know what? We're looking at a really good day today. Now, they had to move the crews around a little bit. They're having it this morning, so we're going to join them. Remember, I told you not all of the points are accrued on the racetrack out there, so we're going to have some fun, go for a countryside cruise this morning. Why don't you come on and ride along with us? what, there is almost too much stuff going on here at the LS Fest, but this is one of my favorite gigs right here. It's the Carcraft engine swap, and basically they want to take a car and swap an LS engine into it. The quickest guy wins the event. Man, and I'm not the only guy who likes this stuff. Check out the crowd. Well, here's something a little bit different. This is a Mazda Miata, and believe it or not, it's got an LS1 under the hood. The owner here is Johnny Chakowski. Johnny, hey, what's up?
Not much. Decided we want to go racing, so we built ourselves a Miata. Then we stuffed an LS1 in it so we have a good power, solid reliability.
Good deal. Light car, good suspension.
Yep.
How you doing on the competition? Why are you doing this anyway?
Why do we breathe?
Yeah. Good answer. Why do we breathe? Yeah. Well, listen, light car, good power.
Yep.
How do you feel behind the wheel?
It's actually really not bad.
Good.
It's got a lot of power, and as long as you keep that in mind, it's plenty.
Well, man, let's have fun with it today. I'm going to be watching you.
Thanks, man.
Thanks for talking with me, Johnny.
Sure, no
Appreciate it, bud.
Have a good one.
Well, you know, the LS engines are really popular. In fact, they're even throwing them in these foreign cars here. I'm talking with June Meng. Now, June is one of the drifters here. And tell me a little bit about your car. I know it's got the LS engine, but I'm sure there's a lot more to it than just the LS engine.
Yes, I compete in the series called Formula Drift for Lucas Oil, American Rail TV, and Nettle Tires. We pretty much built this car out of road race engineering in Santa Fe Springs, California.
All right.
In a month-and-a-half period. So we're just staying there every day and night, building the car. Got an LS motor in, got it over to West Tech to tune on the Holley EFI system.
Yep.
And man, this car is amazing. I mean, throttle response is there. When you power, just boom, it just smoke up the tires. So,
right there when you need
great.
it. Good deal. Now, you came all the way from California out here to Bowling Green?
Yes, it's my first time out here, and it's very beautiful.
Good deal, good deal. Now, I saw you out on the drifting track the other day. The tires were smoking all the way around. Now, a guy like me, I don't quite understand it, but it's incredible to watch.
Oh, it's a lot of fun. Believe me, when I first went out there to go drift, I fell in love and I was hooked. It's already been 10 years. And what do you know, now I'm driving for great partners like Lucas and Holley and American Rail and a bunch of great partners. So I'm very, very blessed and thankful to be here.
Well, there you go. Tell you what, I'm going to keep my eye on you the rest of the weekend too. I'll be watching for the red and white car with the tire smoke billowing out of the back.
Awesome. Let me know if you want to ride.
Hey, I might take you up on that.
Of course. You're always welcome.
Thanks a lot, buddy. We'll see you later.
Thank you.
Hey, Mike, what you got your hands on in there?
Power steering pump.
Well, you know, when I first saw this car here, I was just blown away. You've done a couple of really things that are going to set people off here. You know what they are, right?
I think so.
You put a Chevrolet motor in a Ford product.
Yes, I did.
And I kind of understand that. I mean, you know, but the other part is you painted a Chevrolet motor blue. What was that all about?
I'm a Ford guy at heart, and that Ford blue is just so beautiful.
Uh-huh. But if you're really a Ford guy, what are you doing with a Chevrolet motor in there?
Wanted to be different, and this car is definitely different.
It definitely is. I saw you on the cruise this morning. Looked like you were having a real good time.
We had a great time today.
Yeah.
And this Chevy motor, this LS motor, gets over 20 miles to the gallon.
Yeah.
75 miles an hour. I mean,
how you going to beat that?
I don't know.
It makes sense to me now. Have fun with it.
Thank you very much.
All right, appreciate it.
No, thank you.
Hey, now a lot of you guys might remember the COPO Camaros from back in the late 60s. Well, believe it or not, Chevrolet has come out with one that's on the current Camaro platform here, and Darren Poole Adams is one of the lucky guys that owns one. Darren, what about your Camaro here?
This is COPO Camaro number 6. It's a 427 normally aspirated power plant. The NHRA factor is 425 horsepower. They ran 142 mile an hour, so obviously it's got a little more than that. It's a real-life factory hot rod. Everything you see here is exactly what I picked up at the plant 2 days ago.
Unbelievable, they come out with the Holley intake already on it.
That was sealed the deal for me. You know, when I was there and they introduced me to the car like it was a new member of my family, they popped the hood and I saw Holley on it, and you know the 69 Camaros had Holleys on the
COPOs.
Holley
carburetor,
and it's like, this is really something special.
Now,
you know, the timing is good.
You've only had this thing for a couple of days.
We towed it from the plant to here. We adjusted the shocks, we changed the fuel out, adjusted the tires, took it down the track, ran an easy pass, was a 979 at 139 mile an hour.
That's good.
Then we backed that up, we just ran a 965 at 142.
The last pass that we just saw you do? Yeah.
So it's a hot rod for
I love
sure.
it, man. Tell you what, I love your car. Definitely love the COPO concept. Again, good luck with this car.
Thank you,
win
sir.
a lot of races.
Thank you very much.
All right, Derek.
Take care.
Kyle Tucker, imagine seeing you
Chuck.
here. Good to see you, my friend. You had a hard time getting here this weekend.
It's been a tough weekend, but always a fun weekend here at Holley LS Fest.
Yeah, but you had some mechanical difficulties.
We did. You know, we had a really good day as soon as we got here on Friday. We got down to business on the autocross and had a quick time. And Friday night on the countryside cruise, I noticed third gear was slipping just a little bit, so we had a clutch going. And anyway, made a few quick phone calls about 5:30 on Friday night and thought we had a clutch coming. And the delivery system failed on us, so luckily some guys from Holley helped me out. And we got a clutch in yesterday and back here running now.
Well, that's what the sport's all about. What did you finally do for a clutch? If we couldn't find your old clutch, what happened?
My buddy Shane from Holley had a GM LS7 clutch. We blasted it off, bolted it in, and here we are.
Always good to have high friends and low prices or something like that.
That's right.
Good, so you got the new clutch in. Back out here on the track today, you satisfied with the way the car's performing?
You know, it did really good. It's something we had a good time on Friday. We were leading coming into the day with a fast time. And then they had a top 5 shootout, so we kind of cleaned the slate and had to earn it again. And the old DSC Camaro came through for us. So
top 5 again.
Yeah.
Good deal.
Got a
good
win
deal.
out of it.
Well, I hope you do well this weekend. I know what it's like to try to sort out new parts and stuff, but it sounds to me like you got a good handle on it.
So far, so good, Chuck.
Best
Good seeing
of luck to you, my friend.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm standing here with Brian Finch, who has managed to win the Grand Champion Competition Award here. Brian, man, that was a tough battle. How did you do it?
Well, you know, it was a tough battle. There was a lot of competition out there, but consistency in the end paid off. I didn't win any single event, but I placed well enough at all the different events that at the end of the day, when the points were totaled, I came out on top. So.
Did you take advantage of any of the bonus points on the countryside cruise and that sort of thing? Did that help you out any?
Oh yeah. I wouldn't have won it. It was so close that if I didn't do the cruise or if I hadn't done the car show, I probably would have been out of the competition.
Wow.
But I played by the rules, and here I am.
There you go, man. You know, you play by the rules, you play hard, and you come up the champion, man. I'll tell you what, congratulations. Love your Camaro.
Thank you.
That's quite a trophy. I don't know where you're going to put that thing.
This one's going in the front room, whether the wife likes it or not.
All right, Brian, thanks again for coming out and
Chuck.
hanging with us all weekend long.
Sounds good.
Appreciate it. If you didn't get a chance to make it down here this year, I highly recommend that you make a real sincere effort to come next year. It's going to be even bigger and better, I guarantee it. For now, though, I'm going to head it to the house.